Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up!
Yeah!
What's up everybody? Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jeff. I'm joined by my co-host Jordan.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for geeking out with us. We really appreciate it. We are joined by awesome guest today, Carolyn Bridget Kennedy.
Hey.
Hi. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. We're going to hear later in the show all about the many projects she's up to. But as you guys know, we like to start with Geek Tweet of the Week. Before we do that, though, if you're watching live, you can please tweet us at SuperGeekedUp. Use the hashtag SGU, and we'll share some of your tweets on air. And we already got a bunch of them for our Geek Tweet. And we're also going to do a couple cool games. We're going to play One True Pairing, where we're going to kind of argue what fictional characters would be the best romantic pairings with each other. And we're going to do Geeky Pimp, which is basically just figure out what characters will get the most action. All right, and we got some geeky news and all that good stuff, too. All right, but Jordan, what is our Geek Tweet of the Week?
Our Geek Tweet of the Week is, what superheroes or villains would be the best and worst at speed dating?
All right, best and worst at speed dating.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I think we should go right to our guest, Carolyn, because this was actually inspired by one of her shows that she does, Super Speed Dates. So,
yes.
What's your answer to this?
Well, I was thinking about the worst, because really when I did this, obviously the guys didn't really end up being gems just by being truthful, but if I was a woman going to an event, I think the absolute worst would be the villain, the Joker. The reason being, of course, is that I think as a woman, I would never date a guy who wears more makeup than I do. So I think that would be a disaster to begin with. He just probably takes like 3 hours to get ready in the morning. He'd hog the bathroom. He'd be a disaster. So I think he'd be out of the running as soon as he stepped in the room.
See, I think
that's
if it
funny.
Was,
that's what I was
Jordan,
gonna pick.
I was gonna say you would pick the Joker, I bet, as the best.
I was gonna pick him for the worst.
Oh no, yeah, right.
I did just see Suicide Squad, and honestly, he won't shut up. Like
He's
I
loud.
would never be able to talk about myself. Like I would not be able to tell him any details about myself. He'd be asking all me these like creepy psychological questions, which there's no right answer to.
Yeah.
There's none. There's not gonna be a one. So then I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. He's again, like she said, he's covered in makeup, and now he's got a grill.
Mm-hmm.
Honey Boo Boo, don't play that type of game.
I still think you want to date the Joker, though.
I don't. I mean, I'd rather date Harley. Oh my God! Can we talk about how yummy is she? Oh.
100%. Good. I agree with that. But based on your reasoning, my worst would actually be Deadpool, because I think the same thing. He just doesn't know how to not talk. So like he would just ramble on forever, and the other person wouldn't talk at all, and he could never even keep it to speed dating. He would never keep it to that time frame you got. No way. No.
Yeah. 3 minutes would be like 3 hours.
Yeah, he would get to one girl the whole time. That's it. So on
and she'd
Twitter,
be sitting there like super uncomfortable, just like, I want to go.
Yeah. How do I get out of here? We have plenty of stuff to share from earlier in the day that people sent in, but right now, coming in live, Batmat92, Matt Furtado says, hi, with a lot of exclamation points. He's watching live. Thank you, Matt, for watching.
Hi.
His buddy, Anna Delman, at ATapper10, says the worst would be Zod. He just keep telling everyone his name. That's funny. The best, he said,
that actually is really good.
The best, Anna says, would be Wally West. The guy charms the villains and smoothest man alive. Okay. A lot of people actually gave one version of the Flash or another as their answer.
Cool.
Necrodius.
I thought about that.
Necrodius, watching live right now, says, I'm sure Black Widow and Lara Croft, Jeff will say, is the best couple. Well, it's not really a best couple situation we're doing right now, but yes, that's fine with me. Necrodius, absolutely. Ryan at Lanier says, okay, the show just got better because I can watch live this week once again. Yes, Ryan has not actually. We haven't seen you in a while, Ryan, but he's always watches us, so thank you. It's good to have you back, sir. Charles Churchill is watching live as well. Richard McRae says, at Carolyn B. Kennedy is hot. There you go.
That might be my husband.
That might be your oh, no, come on. You're supposed to pretend like you're just random guys. Or just,
yeah.
That's love.
It is.
Hashtag couple goals.
All right, let's see what else. Oh my God, we're already getting tons of tweets already. So at SuperGeeked Up, hashtag SDU. Let me share. Wait, you guys both had your worst then. Jordan, did you have a best too or no?
My best right now would be Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So you were a big
that
fan of Margot
movie.
Robbie as her then?
Oh, I didn't like her in the beginning. Like I said, I was unthrilled with like the beginning of the movie, but when she put on those little shorts, like I am straight as can be, but like, damn, smack,
All right.
smack.
Let me share some tweets that came in earlier yesterday and today to answering this question. Best and worst. Kristen at That Nerd Girl. Clearly, the Flash would just dominate speed dating at Grant Gust. So Grant Gustin, who plays on the Flash in the series, which is my favorite show. Roll the Dice 2016 says Loki would be a pro at speed dating. Just keep changing appearances for different people. That's smart.
God, he's hot.
Marcus Everett too says Fart Man. That's the worst. But you always know he's there. Well, that's true, I guess.
You know, I gotta say honestly, if I'm hating myself for saying this, but two people that I really think would also be really, really bad would be Kylo Ren and Iron Man. Like, I think that they'd be really, really terrible.
Kylo Ren,
mainly
absolutely.
Because Kylo Ren is taken by me, so, like, what is he really going to
No,
say
mainly
to anyone?
because he's depressing and terrible, and he doesn't know how to talk to anybody, let alone women or men or whatever.
That's irrelevant.
I think Tony Stark would actually be... Tony Stark could be good at it.
I thought another person that would be bad.
Well, who do you have, Carolyn?
I have actually Dick Grayson, who obviously is Robin, and in my opinion, I just think it's a little weird. He's a grown man. He wears like little booty shorts. He lives with another guy, and he's always following him around every place. I think unless it was like a same-sex super speed dating event, I don't know if he'd be too interested.
It totally could be that too.
Yeah.
But when he becomes Nightwing, I think a lot of ladies would say he'd be good. A lot of people like when he becomes Nightwing. That's when he gets older. Kate at Trekkie1000 also says the Flash. But this is for the worst actually. She says the Flash would be awkward and would go too fast, so he would probably be like
I feel like
1 second speed dating. And Kylo Ren, because no girl in their right mind would like him, plus anger issues. Yeah.
Hello, he's my boyfriend. We have one girl that likes him. This bitch.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Okay. I don't give a fuck. I love him, and that's fine. I'd rather that no other girl wants him because then I don't have to worry about what he's doing.
That's true.
You only got me.
He's just crying. He's crying somewhere in the corner. That's what he's doing. Necrodius right now tweets in. Necrodius says the Galactus would be the worst. How could he fit in the event hall? Because he's a very huge individual.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the day, Batman92 said the best would be Poison Ivy. She could take everyone home if she wanted to. That's the truth. Worst would be Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter's Realm. Sorry, we got a lot of answers here. I want to try to get to them. Hunter's Realm said the best would be Captain Jack Harkness, and the worst would be any zombie. Okay. There we go. Zombie speed dating. That could be.
Yeah.
Dawn Loria said any speedster would suck at it because speed and all. See, some people think the speed is like they're too fast. Other people think that would make them be great at it.
Mm-hmm.
Baines T06 says the worst would be Black Bolt. Best would be Vision. He'd be refreshingly honest and charming. Oh, that's nice.
He's also a pansy.
You don't like Vision?
What? No.
No, but Vision's with your girl Scarlet Witch.
Okay, and I don't like the movie version of Scarlet Witch either. We've talked about this.
Well, all right.
And she's not actually technically Scarlet Witch because the real Scarlet Witch is owned by.
I didn't say I was talking about the movie Scarlet Witch. I didn't say I was talking about the movie versions. I was talking about the comic versions of both those characters.
I don't know. I don't.
Anyway, Robert C. Young says North Star not only is the best-looking speedster, he has the confidence, sometimes way overconfident. Actually, speaking of, so we were talking about Canada earlier because our guest is from Canada. He's actually a Canadian superhero, North Star.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. Biffstick says Quicksilver, but his backstory is full of holes. Okay. I guess, well, I'm not sure if his backstory needs to come into the speed dating, but maybe if they ask him about it.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Ying says Loki would be great. Evil Mastermind is the hashtag there. And Stiletto Royalty says Barry Allen, dating is the one place being the fastest man alive isn't a good thing. All right.
I mean, sexually, it's also not a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably where she was going with that.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, I'm not done yet.
All right, Scorpio Moon.
Here.
Scorpio Moon is also watching live. Awesome to have you here, sir. Charles Churchill says Wonder Man would be the worst, always talking about himself. Yep. Okay.
True.
All right, thank you guys. That was a ton of awesome answers. Thank you very much for tweeting in all those great answers. All right, so cool. We got a lot of cool more stuff coming up, but for now it's time for our first game. It's called One True Pairing, and this is where we have to pick some fictional characters, and then the game master picks a third character, and then we have to argue why our character would be the best romantic pairing with the game master's chosen character. All right, and then they choose who they think made the best arguments. And on Twitter, if you're watching, please tweet along any of your arguments that you would like to do as well. That's always usually very helpful. And who you think win at Super Geeked Up, hashtag SGU. Okay, so let's start. I'll start by, we have 2 rounds of this. I'm going to be Game Master for the first round, so then Carolyn and Jordan will be choosing characters. So for the first round, we have chosen 3 TV shows you can choose from. The Big Bang Theory, Friends, or Saved by the Bell, which is my personal favorite show, but choose whoever you want. Nobody's going to choose from that except me. I know, yeah.
No.
You don't know good television. All right.
No.
So, Carolyn.
I wasn't born in that generation.
All right, just shut up. So,
shut up, Bob.
Carolyn, who would you like to choose from one of those shows?
I'm going to go with Friends, TV show Friends.
Yes!
And I am picking Phoebe Buffay. That's her
Phoebe
name.
Buffay
Yeah.
from
Oh
Friends.
my God, I love Phoebe.
All right, so Carolyn has Phoebe. Yes, who
Can I
would
go?
you like, Jordan?
I'm Joey. I want to be Joey.
Okay. Yeah,
Good choice.
I can see that.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right, so we got Phoebe and Joey. And now I got to choose somebody from one of these 3 shows that they would have to argue with. And I always so I'm trying to decide who would be a most ridiculous person to put you guys with. I don't want to go with Friends then, since you both chose Friends. So I want to go with somebody else.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go Screech from Saved
I
by
knew
the
you
Bell.
were.
I knew that was coming.
How
I
can
feel
you-
like everybody in the audience knew that was
How can you
coming.
How can you not choose like him from Saved by the Bell, right? And everybody pretty much knows him at least, so that's good. And I don't
thought
mean
that when we when she picked Friends, that's what we were doing. It was just Friends.
no. It was any of the 3.
Oh.
Did you want to change yours to another one?
No.
That's
Joey's
right.
smooth as fuck.
Okay, good, yeah. Oh yeah, I see why you chose him.
And I'm pretty sure Screech is gay, so.
Not in the well, whatever. You can make him whatever you want for this argument. I don't care.
I've met the actor in real life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like that character. I know he's in jail right now.
Because he went crazy. Yeah, so you're not
went
arguing
crazy.
Dustin Diamond, the actor. You're arguing Screech, the character from Saved by the Bell.
I know,
right?
but I feel like the character is gay and Dustin isn't.
All right.
Because Dustin has a problem with hookers.
Okay. And he makes porn, yes.
It's true. It's the truth.
Okay. All right. Well, again, it's Screech, not Dustin Diamond.
I'm not saying that I know that because I was a hooker. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, thank you for clearing that up. That's not what I was thinking, but thank you. All right. So here we go. So let's start with this. You both get some chance to make some arguments. So, Carolyn, why do you think Phoebe and Screech would be good together? Or why would Phoebe be a good pairing for Screech?
Okay, so Phoebe is super fun. She's easygoing. No conversations would ever get too in-depth as far as political or boring. It would just be, fun, surfacey party time talking, and probably on the same level of what Screech would communicate with her. She's fun. She's a great singer, and you could listen to Smelly Cat anytime you wanted to. And if they add some song together, it'd be like Screech and Smelly Cat together. So it'd be a nice little combination, And maybe they would one day open up a restaurant together, and they could call it the Screech Buffet.
Oh, nice. That was clever.
Yes, thank you.
All right. That was clever.
Very clever. All right, so what about, let's go over to Joey and Screech.
I mean, it's Joey. He gets anybody that he wants. Every conquest that he's ever gone out for, I can't even talk right now, out for, has never turned him down, except for Rachel, and eventually he did get Rachel. They just chose to be friends. But also, Joey's Italian. I'm just saying, Italians cook great, they look great, and how you doing?
Yeah. And you happen to be Italian, so of course you're going to
I am Italian, so
Yeah.
of course I'm going to want him. Just think about it. He's going to make you awesome food. Like, I get that you got the buffet thing going on, but, like, buffet food, like, you're always hungry later, or you have diarrhea, your stomach hurts. Something always happens at a buffet. Nobody ever goes to an Italian's house, and fucking Joey is, like, 6 hot fucking sisters that can cook. And so I'm just saying, if you want to come over, we can make you a cannoli, a cheesecake, like...
You just turned into one of his sisters, apparently?
No, I'm just saying that, like, his sisters can cook for us, like, because, you know.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Now, I like how, for us...
Smelly
so
cat 24/7. That's all I'm saying.
On the picture now, and it just... Jordan and Joey is what it turned into. Is actually what that argument turned into. That was nice, Jordan.
What?
I just said you said she can cook for us. Like, it was you and Joey instead of Screech and Joey at the end there. Good.
Whatever. My multiple personalities are coming out.
All right, and Necrodia said, tweeted in, Joey was cool, but I thought Chandler was more relatable to me, and I agree with him. Chandler actually was one of my favorite. Him and Ross were my favorite characters. So, anyway, let's see. All right, so I need to make a decision here who I think made the best argument. All right, so Italian food is good. That's true. But I'll tell you, like, I love buffets, man. I don't know what about it, and I always eat too much, and then I eat way too much. But still, I love buffets, and you get quite a variety. And I'm actually just going to give it to Carolyn just because of the wordplay of buffet and buffet was one of the most clever things that's ever been done in this game. So yes, victory to Phoebe and Screech.
Woohoo!
And I think Screech would
Joey
like
has
Smelly
a lot
Cat
of other
song.
women.
I think he would like that song.
You weren't cool enough to get with Joey.
I don't want to get with Joey.
Good, because you're not cool enough to get with Joey. Joey's smooth as fuck.
All right, so now we're going to go on to round 2, and then Jordan is going to be game master for this one.
Okay.
And it is the Lord of the Rings time. That's who we're choosing characters from. All right, so Carol and I will choose, and then Jordan will present a third character. Oh, boy. I should have reviewed Lord of the Rings before but that's all right. I'm all right. Go ahead, Carolyn. Who's your choice?
Okay. I'm going to go with Sam. And I'm going to say it's because he probably... Or you want me to give my reasons or not yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Samwise Gamgee?
Yeah.
All right. All right, well then, if you're choosing that, I gotta go Gandalf then.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Jordan will present a third character.
Smeagol.
Okay.
As in Gollum?
Yes, but not Gollum.
As Smeagol. Yeah.
Okay, wait. You're gonna have to refresh me then. Is that who he was? Is that who he was before he became Gollum?
Yes.
What was he though? Was he a human? Was he?
No, he was what Frodo is. He was
a hobbit?
Yeah, he was a hobbit.
Okay.
Like, get up on your shit, bro. He was in a boat with his friend, and they saw something he went to go reach, and he fell in. He almost drowned trying to get to the ring. I'm really upset with you right now.
No, you can be upset as you want. Lord of the Rings is not my jam. Like, I know enough about it, but it's not the greatest thing ever, like a lot of people think. And that's cool.
I love
like
it.
That. Yeah, that's fine.
I liked Hobbit better, but I really like Lord of the Rings.
But here's the thing. What do we actually know about Smeagol?
Why are you hating on my choice here, dude?
I'm not hating on it. I'm trying to get information.
You automatically lose.
I'm trying to get. Well, first off, I know I'm going to lose.
Why did you even pick these two movies if you didn't know any of the characters?
Because I'm not running this one, so I don't have to.
I don't even know what to do with this. Like, you're
no, you can do
questioning
Smeagol.
my choice. I'll pick somebody else because you don't even know who
I
you gotta go with Smeagol now because that's.
I like your choice.
And she likes it.
You're like, why? Who? Like, what? Like.
No, stop.
You
Stop.
don't even know.
Stop. I did not say the choice was bad. What I said is, what can you tell me about him so I can actually make a coherent argument? That's what I wanted to know.
I'm just saying, I'll pick somebody else so you know.
No, you can't because this is good for Carolyn.
I can.
No, you can't. You made the
I
choice. That's it. No, you made the choice. That's it. Like, I don't care. I'm going to lose anyway. That's fine with me.
You're being
No, because I don't want Carolyn. I want Carolyn to have the best chance because she's our guest.
Right.
But I'm sure she'll know other characters too, so I'm trying to make this even for everybody.
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Who cares? You know I lose every time. I don't give a shit. Who cares?
I mean, you might not have if I picked a character that you knew better. I'm just trying to make this even. If you don't really know about the character, I could pick like.
If you tell me some stuff about him, then I can go.
Else. There's really not much about his character. You know more about Gollum than you do about Smeagol, unless you actually watch the film pretty like intently. So I'm just.
So can I just make stuff up about him?
I guess it's not gonna help very much, but sure.
You know what? No, I'm fine. I can make an argument. I'm all good.
Okay.
I'll just make some ridiculous argument. It's fine. I like doing that anyway. All right. So anyway, Carolyn, go. So it's Sam. I almost forgot who you chose. It's Sam and Smeagol. So take it away.
Well, I'm going to go with Sam because I think that he'd be like a really loyal person. Like he never left Frodo's side throughout the entire movie. He was with him. You know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? So, you know, if Smeagol wanted to have, you know, an evening in for the night, I think Sam would be happy with that. If he wanted to go out, I'm sure he'd be happy to take him out. I think he'd be a great cook. I mean, like maybe the stature that he has is a little evident of his liking of food, so he'd probably make delicious meals at home. And of course, you know what they say about men with big feet.
I like it.
Well, they both have big feet, right? So I guess that's good for both.
That's right. Yeah. So they'd be a happy pair.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they will. All right, that's a fine argument. Let me tell you about Gandalf, though. So, look. There is not a hobbit alive that does not love Gandalf, right? He is the friend to all hobbits. So I don't know shit about Smeagol, but that's fine because he's a hobbit, and that means he's gonna love Gandalf because everybody loves Gandalf, right? So he's gonna be all good about being with Gandalf. Gandalf has magic, all right, and that's the big trump card right there that you know, and we've used this other times in the past in this debate. He can do it. Look, magic is going to create any kind of amazing sexual encounter that freaking Sam is not going to be able to. I actually don't think Sam has ever had sex, period, to be honest with you. So I don't think he's going to know what the hell he's doing. But
Sam just has to take his feet out and drop his pants, and it's done.
Oh my God.
It's all good.
But Gandalf is like 1,000 years old, and he's obviously very, very skilled and a veteran at pretty much anything that you could ever imagine, right?
Yeah, so old, wrinkly bald.
He essentially wears a dress.
Yeah, but it's what's under the dress that counts. And he can enhance that if necessary with his magic, right? So, you know, and also he's got the weed,
Magical
right?
Viagra.
Maybe the dress is to, like, maybe the dress is to cover low-hanging fruit.
All right, it's not a dress, it's a robe. It's a robe, it's a wizard's robe.
Okay? Man dress. Man dress, okay.
He doesn't have low-hanging fruit. He's Gandalf, right? He's the man. And he's got the weed, right? So Smeagol can get high and he'll be all happy, and then he can eat his 11 C's and second breakfast and all that other freaking shit after they have sex.
It's third breakfast.
Smeagol might have to know
Third
CPR
breakfast.
so he can revive him if he has
breakfast.
a heart attack, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they reference. Never mind.
Okay. Well, Gandalf can resuscitate anybody because he has magic.
No, but if he gets unconscious from like heart attack from stress or something like that, you know, at his age, he has to be careful. He might have to wear one of those heart things to make sure his heart doesn't go too fast during. That would be distracting.
It would. I think being able to battle like all the villains of the world, I think sex is not. I think he can take it though, if he can take the other stuff. Anyway, let me share a tweet here. Necrodius says, so like that Harry Potter Erectus Magnificus. Yes, we actually used that one time on our show in the past as an argument. All right, anyway, I guess that's the... sorry, okay, I got to share this tweet from Charles Churchio that just came in. Hobbit in the sheet... Sorry, no, I almost screwed up. Let me start again. Hobbit in the streets, wizard in the sheets. Hashtag big feet.
That's right.
It also should be hashtag magic Viagra.
Yeah. That's right, much better than regular Viagra.
Oh my God.
All right, anyway, you got to make your decision now, Jordan.
All right. I'm sorry, but first of all, if you actually knew the movie, Jeff, Smeagol or even Gollum, which they're pretty much one and the same, but not exactly, hates Sam, no offense. But he also doesn't love Gandalf either. And
he doesn't like anybody.
I'm sorry, he liked Frodo.
Not sort of.
Right. But we picked before we knew who you had.
Yeah,
so.
that's the whole challenge of it. We have to pick before we know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me do that. Let me please. So, I'm still gonna go with Sam though, because I can't really have like Gandalf's old wrinkly low-hanging fruit on me, because that just sounds so gross.
He doesn't have low-hanging fruit. All right, tweet in. Tweet in if you think Gandalf has low-hanging fruit.
It's
wrinkled
old.
prunes.
It's like old. So they're like
all you've seen is his face. He might be smooth as his baby bottom the rest of his body for all you know.
Wrinkly purple prunes.
I can't get past the dress and the low-hanging wrinkly fruit. The fact that she said low-hanging fruit just did me.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was what was going to win it for you, Carolyn. All right.
Thank you.
Low-hanging fruit. I can't. She sold it. Like, I can't get that imagery out of my head. I can't get Gandalf's low-hanging fruit.
Smeagol doesn't deserve that.
No, he doesn't. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot.
That piece of shit doesn't deserve anything. Don't give him any freaking. I hate that fucker.
You've been drinking a lot of haterade.
Yeah, no, I can't stand Gollum, man. Like Gollum actually almost makes the film unwatchable. Whenever Gollum's on the screen, I just want to turn that movie off.
Smeagol. We're not talking about Gollum.
No, but I'm talking about Gollum. I don't give a shit about Smeagol.
I don't care. Well, obviously, no wonder why he didn't choose you. Jesus Christ, Jeff.
Well, again, he's not choosing me. It was Gandalf. I don't want to be with Smeagol.
You're being a hater. You're like one of those women that are rejected and then instantly is like, your new bitch is fat. She's fat. She's just ratchet.
Or like, I didn't want him anyway.
I didn't want him anyway.
Yeah. Even though I was trying to win him, now I don't want him.
Now I don't want him, and you're fat. You're fat. I love when girls do that. Like, they'll try to, like, you know, be your friend or something will go wrong, and they'll automatically be like, you're fat. Like, 5 minutes ago, you were calling me fucking beautiful, bestie. Go fuck yourself. I'm fat now? Jesus. Get out of here.
What's with the accent?
I don't know.
All right, anyway, Decrodius just tweeted in, really, Jeff? Gollum Smeagol is my fave character of Lord of the Rings Hobbit. All right, I know a lot of people love him. That's cool. Some people like Kylo Ren, too. I think that's fucking weird.
You know what?
Like
Here's the thing.
This person.
You know what, Jeff? Jeff, first of all, whenever you think about Smeagol or Gollum, think about it in the Star Wars reference to... I just fucking dropped it.
Yeah, to who?
The little...
To Wicket?
No, little Jub things. Fuck, I just, like...
Little Jub. Jar Jar Binks? Jawas?
No, I had a lot of... No. Our favorite thing.
R2-D2?
Ewoks.
No, yeah, I just said Wicket. Ewoks.
I've had a lot of wine, Jeff.
Oh my god. Ewoks are so much better than freaking Gollum. They're not even... Gollum's, like, annoying and disgusting.
But they're comparable.
Ewoks are cute.
I think that they both are cute.
All right. Charles Churchill says Gandalf has a big staff. I almost worked that in. I didn't want to go that far, but I should have.
Yeah, but low-hanging fruit.
All right, enough for that. Anna
can
Delman.
get any type of toys I want. Like.
All right, on Twitter, Anna Delman says, you guys all did great. Yay, fun geeky games. Yay. I think she's trying to settle us down. We're just having fun, Anna. We don't really actually, like, we're not mad at each other.
No, we're not.
It's just part of the game. All right, but anyway, congratulations, congratulations, Carolyn. You won both things. Well done. Well argued.
Thank you.
See, that's one thing. I have no problem losing because I expect to lose every time we do this game. So.
Low-hanging fruit.
Hashtag low-hanging fruit. Yeah.
And Screech Buffet.
Yeah, Screech Buffet.
I love it.
And Necrodia says, Ewoks, gotta love Ewoks, saviors of the Star Wars universe. Yeah, sir, you said it.
They were.
The Screech Buffet is next to Hooters.
Nice.
All right, well, that's perfect, actually, yeah. What a perfect combination. You go eat there, then you go to Hooters. Okay.
Owl-related.
All right, so we got more stuff coming up. We're going to talk more to Carolyn, Geeky News, Geeky Pimp game. But first, if you're watching the recorded version or listening to the podcast, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll see you back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Super Geeked Up. Hope you enjoyed that commercial for Magic Viagra and how to cure low-hanging fruit. Okay, so, starring Gandalf. All right, I want to let you know that this episode of Super Geeked Up is supported by our super geeky Patreon, Maria Duran and Team KLI. They provide real-time marketing and relationship building that gets results. For more about how they can promote you, your business, or your show, visit teamkli.com. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you to all our Patreons who are supporting us each month. Really appreciate it, guys. You can go to patreon.com/supergeekedup. All right, keep tweeting us at supergeekedup, hashtag SGU. And here's some big news, folks, which we've been telling you the last month or so. Next week is episode 200 of Super Geeked Up. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes, I know. I can't believe we got to that many episodes. Anyway, big show next week. Probably going to be kind of almost a double episode. Definitely longer than usual. We're going to have bring back some guests that you've probably seen before that are always up for some fun. And we're actually going to bring on some of you guys, some viewers, onto the show as well for part of it, because you guys really make the show, and we really, really appreciate that some of you've been from the beginning, some more recent, but we really appreciate all of you. All right, so tune in next week for that. Same time, 11 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday night. All right, let's talk now to Carolyn and what she's up to, which is a lot. She's like doing freaking everything under the sun pretty much. So anything you want to start with, like any particular series here? I have a whole list of them, but what do you want to talk about first?
Well, we could start with Danger Pay. That's the web series that I created, and it's about a paralegal who works for a very bizarre lawyer out of his house. It's basically a show that I wrote because I am working on a budget like most independent artists do, and I decided to write something that I could film in my house and actually make happen instead of having, a juicy script that needed a $10 million budget with sci-fi and special effects and different things going on. So I figured I'd create something I could film and actually make. Mm-hmm. And so I created that, and I edited the first episode myself. I produced it, I wrote it, and I act in it as well. And I have one other actor that I work with who plays the main weird lawyer that I work with. And that episode actually got nominated for a Best Pilot, 2016 Best Pilot at WebFest Montreal. So I picked up a little nomination for my first show, my first script I wrote. That's so I was very excited. I got to work. Thank you. I got to work in May, and I ended up filming another batch of episodes. So right now I have a total of 6, 5 more that are ready on the go right now. So I'm just in the editing process and working on final sound and getting the last few details done. But I would expect if you follow me on Twitter in the next little while, you'll probably see a blitz of about 5 episodes coming across, and they are going to be good. All I have to say is during the days of filming, it was really, really hard for the camera people and everybody to stay quiet until a cut was yelled. It was really hard to hold back a lot of the laughter of what was going on. It got pretty crazy. So it'll be really great to get these out there. I'm sure people will enjoy it.
Nice. And they can watch the first episode right now on YouTube, right?
Yes, they can.
And what YouTube channel is that?
youtube.com//DangerPay series.
Awesome.
They can subscribe there, and then they'll get notice about the other ones. There's also a teaser trailer on there right now of episodes 3 to 5. It's a little thing stitched together to show you a little bit of what's to come, and I think it's a really fun trailer, so it'll give you little highlights of a couple of the episodes and a few little sneak peeks of what's ahead.
All right, before we talk about the other stuff, so on Twitter's, the Crodius, Charles Churchio are excited about the 200th episode. Awesome. And the Crodius also says, like Super Knocked Up, it had a $10 million budget, right, Jeff? That's my scripted series I did. Yeah, yes. Absolutely. We totally had a $10 million budget.
That sounds exactly right.
Yeah, I wish we did, man. I think we did some awesome visual effects, though, I think, and props to my visual effects guys, Chris and Daniel, who made it look much more expensive than it actually cost. So. Anyway, let's talk about super speed dates because our Geek tweet was based off of that.
Sure.
I watched that last night, actually. That was very fun. You want to talk about that?
Thank you. Well, it's a short film, and basically I came up with the concept. I woke up really early one morning, and about 5 a.m., and between 5 and 8, I kind of wrote out what the idea of this short film was going to be. And I wrote it at about a week and a half and got everything together in about 3 weeks of pre-production, and then I added a day of shooting my short film right before filming my Danger Pay webisode. So it was really a last-minute thing, but I thought it was a really fun process for me to go through the concept of writing. I think what a lot of people have done online is looked at what these superheroes would be like if they were the actual, superheroes themselves and not the alter egos. And I think there's a lot of beauty in the comedy of these guys just being truthful about who they are and being honest as themselves and their alter egos. So that's kind of the way I wrote it, is that, on one hand, is it really these superheroes in their alter ego states, or are these guys just delusional? Who knows? Given the answers that they give. So it's kind of left open-ended, and I think it makes it really fun. But the total short film's just over 10 minutes long. I have picture lock on the edit right now, and I'm just going through final sound and composing on that. And I think I'm going to be running it through film festival routes. So unfortunately, it probably won't be posted to YouTube right away because it's usually a requirement that you have to keep it off the internet until it runs through some festivals. So I'm hoping for some good fortune in going through there, but it looks really original and really unique. And I basically spent maybe about $1,200 on set deck, and I created my entire basement to look like an upscale lounge. So where the entire thing was filmed is my basement, and I had to go through the casting process of casting, these actors who needed to represent these different superheroes. And I thought, these really talented group of people that came together. Some people drove from, up to 3 hours to 7 hours away to be here for the day, and it just turned out great.
Awesome. And actually, you can watch the trailer online. And
yes, the teaser trailer is on my personal YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Carolyn Bridget Kennedy.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what I watched last night. And just to give you an idea, folks, you got people like, Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark and that kind of Dick Grayson. Those are the kind of people who are doing the speed dating to give you kind of a sense of what goes on here. It's fun. Kate at Trek 1000 says, hey, everyone, I'm watching it. Thank you, Kate. I'm glad you could make it. All right, we're talking to Carolyn Kennedy right now. If you just joined us, our guest. Okay, so what else have we got? Galaxy Trek. Hey, this is good. This is good for our fans.
Yes.
Galaxy Trek. Vulcan to boldly go. You were playing the chief medical officer on that.
That's correct, and it was really cool when I found out I was having an audition for this role. Before I landed it, of course, I sat down with my husband and probably asked him the most interesting question he's ever been asked. I said, honey, I never thought I'd ask this, but please tell me everything you know about Star Trek. So that's how it went, and I had, graphs and charts and explaining things and little notes and definitions created to kind of understand more about things to go into the audition to play the Doctor, which is obviously an iconic role on any starship and any of these Star Trek series franchises. And it's a really fun series. Basically, we're in 28th century in the future, and we come back in time to present day, and we send 2 of our crew members down to Earth to Vulcan, Alberta. So they're stuck on Earth, and now we've kind of had this, time warp thing issue go on, and we can't get them back from Earth. So they're down dealing with, people and interacting and trying to blend in, and they're in this Vulcan town, which is obviously all dedicated to Star Trek and Trek stations, and they're used to seeing Trekkies come in all the time. So it's just basically a bit of a comedy, a little entertaining, but it's full hour television, and it'll be available online, I believe, later on this year.
Nice.
Also, is there actually a town called Vulcan?
Yes, there is, and it is actually the official Star Trek capital of Canada. I just was out there for VulCon, which is the VulCon festival. It kind of is connected to all the Comic-Cons, and I met Adam Nimoy there, Leonard Nimoy's son.
Oh, shit, nice. Yeah.
He presented a plaque to the city because Leonard Nimoy was very close with Vulcan, Alberta when Star Trek, Paramount Pictures announced that there was CBS, the capital there. So it was quite official. We had a giant Star Trek cake, which is, there's a picture of that online. It's basically a giant blue cake as big as a table, and I have a cake modeling picture like this.
Oh, nice.
With the cake. So it was really fun, and they had a number of other Star Trek celebrities there, and yeah, you should check it out because there's actually a Trek station with a whole bunch of Trek memorabilia all throughout it, like a Trek museum, and there's actually a bridge area that you can go through. And the entire town has, these little doorways that are like built from Star Trek style, and even the signs that are on the streets are all very much done in that fashion.
You mean the doorways, they go like whoosh?
Yep.
Can you go through them and they open?
There's little doorways. I think there's decorative to stand in.
All right, dude, yeah. I gotta get to Vulcan, man.
You gotta check it out, and I don't know, Google it. You'll probably find some interesting pictures.
That's awesome. And now, so your husband is a big Star Trek fan, then?
He is, yes. So we have to go through all the things.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been even playing Star Trek Catan. That's how much we've been getting into things. So.
Wow.
There's a Star Trek version of Catan?
Oh yes, there is.
That's so crazy. I love Catan.
It's little ships and everything. You have to trade different resources other than wheat and ore and stuff like that is in the original game. It's all different stuff that you have to trade.
Awesome.
Cute.
Yeah.
I've never played Catan, but I would play that version.
See, there you go.
You've never played Catan?
No, I know.
Oh my God.
I played it, yeah.
What?
You're missing out.
So much higher than yours.
Your what?
My nerd level is higher
no,
than
it's
yours.
not. Stop it.
Yes, it is.
No, because you don't know anything about Star Trek, so that automatically.
I know stuff about Star Trek.
Oh, you don't know
enjoy
shit.
Star Trek. Okay, you know what? You're being a hater tonight, dude. What did you eat?
Well,
You're
wait,
not
we
allowed
could
to
play
have
Star
sugar
Trek
after
Catan
11.
together, and then we're both happy. You got your Catan, and I got my Star Trek.
You are not allowed to have sugar after 9 p.m. anymore.
Oh, dude,
because you're grumpy.
Well, first off, I just ate a huge cookie, so yeah, I had a lot of sugar.
You're grumpy today.
I'm not grumpy.
You're so hyper.
Being hyper is not grumpy.
No more sugar. No more sugar.
No, I always eat sugar after that, dude. You know the crazy hours I keep.
Oh my God, you little gremlin! I just ate a piece of cheesecake though.
Did gremlins only come out at night?
No, they're out all day long, but if you feed them after midnight, they become mean.
Oh, is it the feeding? I thought it was
and
water
they
or
change.
something. Is it feeding?
Well,
feeding
they change from
the cute little guys, right?
Yeah, which are like something with an M. They're
somebody else up on the Twitter. What are they called? Just they'll send it out. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Yeah, but the gremlins are the mean ones, but they start out as All
right, it's all right. They'll get it. They'll tweet us in. They always have our back.
Mogwai. They start out as Mogwai.
There you go.
I remember. Okay. They start out as Mogwai, and then if you feed the Mogwai after 12, then they turn into gremlins. Or if you get the little motherfuckers wet, too. Like if you get
that's what I remember. The wet part.
Then like gremlins come out of their back, or they just go right into being a gremlin, because that's what happened. Was the gremlin, which was Gizmo. Gizmo was the cute little Mogwai.
Mm-hmm.
He got wet, and all these like little things came out of his back, and they were other little Mogwai, and then the Mogwai were fucking evil, and they fucking ate after fucking midnight, and then it was mayhem, just mayhem. Mohawk was a fucking dick.
The fucking dick? Is that what you just said?
No, Mohawk was like king of the Mogwai, and he was a dick.
Oh, okay. He was a dick. I see.
Gizmo.
All right. Well, he took some magical Viagra or something.
I named my cat Gizmo, and my dog Mohawk.
Nice.
Actually, my brother named his cat Gizmo, and my dog was Mohawk.
Okay. Let me share some tweets. At Trekkie1000, Kate says, "I want to go there," meaning Vulcan. It sounds awesome. There you go. So you're doing good for the tourism there, Carolyn.
Awesome.
Necrodia says, "Wait, there was cake and I wasn't given any." Oh, sorry, you weren't there.
The cake was awesome. It was so good. It was like half chocolate and half white. It was like perfect.
Lister's mate on Twitter says, "Yeah, let's play the Star Trek version of Settlers of Catan." He loves Star Trek, so he would be.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go back to what Carolyn's up to. Bridget Linden Show is another show you do.
Yes, it is, and that actually is quite interesting because I had my first foray into acting in late 2011. I took an acting class after a friend recommended I maybe give it a try, and I'd never really done anything like that in my life. I'd explored other little artistic pursuits, but never anything like acting, and it really was something I quite enjoyed. And after being on set a couple of times on some major productions and background, I felt like I wanted to do a lot more of that. So one of the pieces of advice I got is if you want to, seriously pursue acting and you live somewhere like I do, which is in Calgary, and it's not Vancouver or Toronto, which are the Canadian hotspots for film in Canada, or you don't live in Los Angeles, the advice was create something online, like a web series, and create a character. So I didn't know anyone in the film industry, and I kind of thought, well, what can I do by myself? I have a laptop, and I have camera, and what could I figure out? So I went away and figured out, kind of a character I could create that might be interesting and playful and fun, and I kind of made light of a lot of humorous situations that can happen, for a female at my particular age at the time, and I went and created 125 episodes, and the 125 episodes now have just over 750,000 views on YouTube, and I got probably 10,500 followers on the Bridget Linden Twitter account as well, and it's just been a very kind of motivating series to people because it shows what you can do if you actually set your mind to it and you do something on your own. And the whole series was meant just to kind of be playful and fun and encourage people to step out of the box a little bit or look more positively at life and their situations and just be fun and playful, not be preachy or boring.
Nice, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else you want to mention?
About that particular series? Oh, about that I'm up to right now?
Yeah.
I was just recently in a Canadian Bollywood production. I was cast as a Canadian immigration officer, and that kind of happened randomly, but it was really cool. I was with a couple of major Bollywood celebrities, and after filming for the day, I was leaving with one of the major actors, and actually my taxi driver was like, "Oh my God, are they making a movie here? Is that so-and-so?" Like, he recognized him the second he stepped out from across the street. So obviously it's a good sign. It'll be a fun movie that's coming out later this fall. It's called Jindua. So that was another thing I was recently involved in. And as for upcoming projects, you know, I've got lots of things in my mind and on the go right now. I want to get these other episodes finished and put out. And then as to what's next, possibly another short film. I'm working on a feature as well that I want to do. And of course, I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more Danger Pay. I have a total of 26 episodes in my mind right now that I want to work on. And like I said, we've got 6 in the can right now. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so give a couple links out, like good overall links where people can find out all about you and follow you and all that good stuff.
I'm on Twitter, and I'm pretty active on Twitter. I try to post something often whenever there's news to share and try to be interacting with people. Twitter at Carolyn B. Kennedy, Carolyn B. Kennedy. And I'm also on Instagram, Carolyn B. Kennedy, same thing. I'm on Facebook. Facebook is facebook.com and then / Carolyn Bridget Kennedy, my name in full. I have a website as well, www.carolynbridgetkennedy.com. And I'm also on IMDb. You can look me up there and see all the exciting projects I've had a chance to be a part of and some of the things that are coming up next. It's www.imdb.me/Carolyn Bridget Kennedy. And of course, I have several other Twitter platforms, one for Bridget Linden, one for Danger Pay series, one for Super Speed Dates, and my production company, Demure Duchess. So you feel free to follow me on any of them, and I'll be happy to share my little journey wherever it goes. It'll be fun.
Awesome. Yeah, she's not kidding, folks. She's very good at the tweeting, because I saw this week as we were tweeting about the show and stuff. She was awesome promoting it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So yes, please follow all that stuff for her and check all her stuff out after our show is over. Keep watching this right now, but then go watch all of Carolyn's stuff.
Yes.
So let me share some tweets that were coming in here. Charles Churchill says, "Damn, Vulcan, Canada is all the way in Alberta. I can only go as far as Ontario and Quebec." So here's what I want to ask. This is what came to my mind, Chuck, when you said that. Like, is there a warrant out for you in the other provinces of Canada, like Alberta, that you can only go to those two? I think it's probably more of a distance thing. I know
yes, it's far. It's far.
Yeah, but because he's actually in not too far from us, where I live.
Tell him to take a plane.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a 1-hour drive from Calgary, get to the Calgary airport, and then an hour outside, and you end up in Vulcan. It's
not bad.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Necrodius is giving me negative points because I don't know enough about something. What were we talking about? I don't know.
Mogwai.
Oh, no, it was actually Catan, though it could have been Gremlins.
Catan.
Catan, thank you. But then Kate restores my points because he says, I loved Star Trek Next Generation. So points are restored by Kate. Thank you, Kate, for having my back.
No.
Yes.
She can't restore points.
She can. Kate always has my back when you characters try to take me down.
No, you don't know.
And Ryan.
Okay, first of all, you don't know who Smeagol is. You don't know about the Mogwai. And you're just all over the place today.
You couldn't think of the name either. You couldn't think of the name Mogwai.
I remembered. I didn't look like on
all right.
Twitter.
Let me share a tweet
Mogwai.
here. Let me share a tweet. At Lanier says, face palms as he listens to the story of Gremlins get butchered, his movie reviewing ears bleeding. I think that's at you, by the way. So
I think that's on you, Mogwai.
I didn't say anything about it. The movie you did.
Honestly, first of all, I kind of really did chop up the movie a bit. That's on me. But, like, the premise is the same. You don't feed them after midnight. They're Mogwai, Gizmo.
Yeah,
they're all real things.
She was just talking about before the show, before we went live, about how she should be a movie reviewer. And that's how you would get it, folks, just like that.
The Mogwai. I need a new animal, and I need to name him Mogwai. Oh my god, that's my goal for this week.
I'm fine with that. Necrodius also says,
I want to get a hamster.
Okay, Necrodius restores my rating as well, he says, so now it's all good.
What? No!
Yep,
okay,
he was the one who took it, so it's official.
I guess he can, but
it's official.
No.
Okay, anyway, let's go to our geekiest news of the week. Hey, geeky news time.
Necrodius!
Right. So, here we go. We got two geeky news items. First one, so some of you out there might be playing Pokemon Go. That's all the rage nowadays.
I love Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I still haven't played it, but that's what everybody's doing.
Lame sauce.
So guess what? There's going to be a live-action Pokemon movie in the works here. It's based on the game Detective Pikachu, which is apparently about a version of Pikachu as a detective. And I actually saw a picture of him with like the hat on, which actually looked awesome. It's like Sherlock Holmes Pikachu.
It actually is really cute.
So that sold me right there, to be honest with you. Like just seeing that picture. So anyway, it's a live-action movie. It's got some good writers attached, some writers who, like Nicole Perlman, who's done some of the Marvel stuff, and Alex Hirsch, who did Gravity Falls, which is actually a really cool series on Disney XD. I've seen some of that. It's a fun series. Let's see. So yeah, anyway, we don't know a lot about this, to be honest with you, right now, but because it just kind of got available. Anyway, I don't know. Any of you guys excited about a Pokemon movie, a live-action one, that is?
Well, I would say one thing that's quite entertaining is the first thing that comes to mind is there's this YouTube video, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there's actually a video that people have done about what happens if Pokemon were catching people.
Oh, jeez.
They have people dressed
I've
as
seen it.
Pikachus, and they're hiding in a
seen it.
van, and they basically jump out of the van, and some guy is sitting playing Pokemon Go, and they hit him with a giant Pokeball, and he falls into the fountain. So they kind of go chase people down and running after them, and they're throwing, these balls at them. So I don't know, maybe it's going to be like that. I don't know. Maybe they got something else in mind.
I think it's strange enough that I would watch it.
It'll be interesting to see, yeah.
I just want to see a CG Pikachu with a detective hat on.
I want to see that too. I think it would be adorbs. Totes adorbs.
It would be. On Twitter, Charles Churchill says, I cannot reveal my nefarious doings in Alberta. Maple syrup issues is the hashtag. Very good. Maybe he was behind the. I was gonna say maybe he was behind the infamous maple syrup heist, but that was actually in Quebec somewhere, I believe.
Yes, yes.
All right.
It's a
anyway.
sticky situation.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so in other news, here's another animated thing that's being made into a live-action movie, and this is The Little Mermaid is actually going to be made into a live-action, which is obviously a big trend now with Disney doing a lot of their famous animated ones, like Beauty and the Beast, of course, is coming out next year. So let's see here. What do we got for this movie? We got Alan Menken, who did the music for the original, is going to come back to do the music for this one. Some of it's going to be the music from the animated movie. Some of it's going to be new music. We have Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton is going to be part of it too. So again, I got not too many more details than that, but I don't know. What do you guys think about a Little Mermaid live action?
I love Little Mermaid, so I'm down for it. I love Little Mermaid, and the fact that Alan Menken is doing it, I think it's great.
Yes,
he's pretty good.
I agree with that.
I agree. I also am a big fan. Little Mermaid was one of my favorite Disney movies, so I think it'll be a good one to see. It'll be interesting how they do it. I don't know if they're going to hide the scuba tanks and stuff for under the water and how the crabs are going to sing underneath there, but we'll find out how they'll do the whole
CG
orchestra scene. Yeah. And
CG Sebastian.
Who on earth are they going to get to play Ursula, the Sea Witch?
They'll probably CG that. They'll probably CG stuff around her.
But they'll have a good voice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen like Once Upon a Time, the actress that plays Regina? I think she could do that pretty well.
Oh shit, she's great.
Because she does, like it's in one of the episodes where they bring the Little Mermaid in, and she pretends to be Ursula the Sea Witch. And I thought she was creepy enough to actually. I think she could do that.
Yeah.
For the show, the live action show.
Well, you have to take some input into the casting there.
Yeah, Lana Parrilla is the actress who plays Regina. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down with that. Like again, Disney's like turning pretty much everything into live action, all their stuff now. Necroti says, wasn't there already a movie like that called Splash? Well, all right, it's not exactly the same. That's a long time ago. That was different.
I like that movie though.
It's a good movie, but I heard recently, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, that they were going to do a Splash, but a version where the guy is the merman.
Wasn't it going to be Channing Tatum?
I think something like that, yeah. It was just in the news in the last 2 weeks or so.
Oh, really? I saw that like 2 months ago.
Okay. Well, Canada, it takes a little longer for us to get our news up here.
They're still using
sorry, that wasn't me trying to be an
They're still using the Pony
That was
Express up there.
Yeah.
That was not me trying to be a
No,
jerk.
it's
but
fine.
No, I saw it
Canada
a few
jokes are
months
fine.
ago,
They're used
and
to it. It's all good.
But I wasn't making a Canada joke.
Just go with
I
it.
was
Just
just
pretend
saying,
you
like,
were.
I didn't know if something more came out about it, like that she knew more about it.
All right. On Twitter, Decrodia says, Little Mermaid was amazing. Charles Churchill says, live action Little Mermaid sounds fishy to me. Okay. And then Kate says, maybe we should have a Star Trek trivia to see who is geekier. Hashtag Jeff will win. Damn right I will, Kate. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Let's see. We got one more game coming up. That's called Geeky Pimp. Before we do that, we're going to take one last commercial break if you're watching the recorded version or listening to the podcast. So we'll see you back right after this. Everybody, welcome back to Super Geeked Up. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Keep tweeting us at Super Geeked Up. Hashtag SGU. I'm Jeff. Join my co-host Jordan, and we got our guest Carolyn Bridget Kennedy with us. All right, we got one more segment. It is called Geeky Pimp. This is where I'm going to present pairs of characters, and we all decide which of the two characters we think would get more action. All right? As in sex, if that wasn't clear. Okay.
Wow, Jeff. If that
Thank you.
Yes.
Would you care to draw a diagram, or do you
Yes,
need
I
to
would.
bring out the
I
dolls?
have my paper right here, and let me draw. Okay, no.
Do we need to bring out the dolls?
Let me create a PowerPoint presentation
Okay.
actually, and screen share it. Kate says, oh, wait. Jordan watched Once Upon a Time. I think she's excited now, Jordan, because she's a fan of that show. Well, she should be.
Oh,
it's
I
awesome.
love that show.
Oh, she says now you can have a few awesome points because she loves Once Upon a Time. And Necrodia says, go with Canada jokes. They are fun. All right. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Geeky Pimp. I got a whole bunch of lists here. I got to see which ones I want to go with. All right, let's do our first one. Batman or Superman?
Definitely Batman. Batman's getting more action. He's in the dark kind of pleather outfit. He's got his man cave, so he's got like the sexy lair where he can take his women to. He has a butler, so his place is probably sparkling clean all the time. He doesn't have to worry about anything with that. And yeah, I think he'd probably know where to take the ladies all the time. Super fast car turns into like a little flying device when he needs it, or a submarine, or whenever he needs it. So yeah, he could take you anywhere you want to go.
Seems you've thought a lot about this.
Yeah, I'm just telling you like it is.
You're right though. I think that having sex in the Batcave is pretty awesome. I would think. Except
It's
probably
the Batcave.
old, but still, it's just the fact that you did it there was awesome.
Yeah. You should get like a T-shirt after.
I had sex in the Batcave.
Yeah.
Nice. Jordan, I'm assuming you're on Batman?
Wait, what was the other one you said? All I heard
Superman.
was Batman.
Batman, Superman.
Superman? Oh, Batman.
Yeah. I got to go Batman, too. Superman, because he's so nice,
Batman.
and he's going to be with Lois. He's a good guy, He's going to stick
polite.
Yeah.
When he wears glasses, I don't know.
Well, hey, what's wrong with glasses, man?
Well, he got them on or off.
Ooh,
You
now
never
I'm
know.
Superman.
He wears both.
Now I'm Clark Kent.
See?
Next one. All right, Jordan, you're going to like this one. But you're going to have a tough decision. Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy?
That's not even fair.
Yeah, I know. I know, because those are like
That's
your
not even fair.
there's two favorite ladies there.
I mean, no, it's not. You know, Black Widow is my favorite lady.
Oh, I actually thought Poison Ivy
was.
was.
Catwoman.
I thought Poison Ivy was.
Black Widow.
All right, I'm going Poison Ivy.
I guess it's my favorite Marvel, or my favorite Marvel.
Marble?
Is
Your favorite marble?
Black Widow. But Marvel.
My favorite marble
Black.
statue is a Black Widow.
My favorite Marvel is Black Widow, but my favorite, actually no, because it's always been a toss up between Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn.
All right, anyway,
But
I'm going
honestly,
Poison Ivy.
I would probably. God, you can't interrupt me.
Poison Ivy all the way, because Poison Ivy's like the sexiest woman ever in comics. And also just with her ability to like seduce people, basically, like forget it, she's gonna win. What do you think, Carolyn?
I think so too. It's all about the seduction and the whole little, slinky thing she does, and the whole enticement thing. Anybody would be into that, of course.
Mm-hmm. So what are you doing, Jordan? You gotta make a decision.
I'm gonna pick Poison Ivy because she's
All
just
right.
sexy as fuck. But I do love Harley, but she's not sexy like.
Mm-hmm. On Twitter, Lister's people were choosing Batman mostly. Lister's mate says, "I wear glasses, so does Jeff." That's true.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you wouldn't know what you get all the time because on the show, half the time he is and he isn't. Like, who is he the day that you're doing? Is it like, oh, Clark, or is it, oh, Superman, oh,
So you don't know which name to scream? Is that
you don't know
saying?
what you're supposed to call him at any given time. What's he being right then?
Just call him Kal-El. That works.
Does the performance level change if he's Clark or if he's Superman? I don't know.
Well,
too many questions.
Yeah, yeah. If he's playing the bumbling Clark, it definitely changes.
See? Yeah.
Probably doesn't. All right. Anyway, Kate said Poison Ivy hands down. Okay, so a lot of Poison Ivy choices here. Charles Churchio T-shirt would read, "I had sex in the Batcave and all I got was this lousy shirt."
That's awesome.
Oh no! Oh my God! Oh, I've tried to read his hashtag. No bat herpes wanted. Okay.
Ew. No herpes wanted at all.
Yeah.
Wrap it.
Necrodia said, plus for the kinkier crowd, and I was thinking this too, Poison Ivy can control vines. Yes, okay. Alexander Martin at 2 AM Bachelor says, I have a couple homies who love Crazy, so Harley would be his choice. All right. Here we go. Here's another one. Let me go with ones that maybe are not so appealing, potentially. Okay. Hagrid or Professor Snape, both from Harry Potter, of course.
Professor Snape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something about the, lilting talk and the little whole thing. Like, you could just picture it. You could get into a seductive conversation. It would just be as snarly and creepy, and he's all dark. Like, what would he have? He'd probably be like that, what's his name, Christian Grey from, like, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, no,
it would be like
don't
50 Shades of Snape.
50 Shades of Snape. Someone go make that parody right now, somebody, please.
That's a thing. That's already a thing.
I'm sure it is. Love it, 50 Shades of Snape. Okay, I think I'm going to go Hagrid, mainly because Snape has just been pining after Harry's mother for all these years, and I just think he can't get it with any other woman because he's so depressed about it, and that's all he thinks about.
But if you were with Hagrid, would you have to be like eating a big chicken drumstick while you're in bed or something? Like
some women like that. Look, he gets with that giantess woman or whatever she is. So like.
Oh my God.
Well, all right. So what do you think, Jordan?
Hagrid. I like the nice guys that finish last. I think he's just sweet.
Wait, nice guys finished last, but you're choosing Hagrid, right? I don't understand.
Yes, that's why I'm saying I like those guys, like the nice guy finished last types.
Oh, okay. I understand. I thought you wanted him to finish last. Okay.
No.
I get it. I get what you're saying. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. John McClane from Die Hard or Nick Fury from the Avengers and Shield, of course, all that stuff.
What type of options are those?
Yeah, those are not very good options. Can we ask for
I think those are amazing options. First, okay, I'm going John McClane because John McClane's the man, and that's the best action movie pretty much ever made, just about. Really, you guys don't like Nick Fury either?
No? I choose neither one.
Yeah,
and I'm allowed to have that choice.
It's not you choosing. Remember, it's just who do you think would get more action with other people.
It is me choosing. I've been choosing.
No, it's not if they would have sex with you. It's who do you think would get more action in general?
I guess Nick Fury.
Okay, you're very excited about that choice.
Well, they do call the movie Die Hard for a reason, perhaps, so maybe John McClane.
God. All right, Alexander Martin tweets it, hashtag 50 Shades of Snape, yes! Necroti says, plus Hagrid can hook them up with dragons. Who doesn't want dragons? Okay.
True.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Sorry. I just want to do this one because it's ridiculous, and I like that sometimes. And I also did this because when I was coming up with this game, a McDonald's commercial came on. So, Ronald McDonald or the Hamburglar. I don't know why I find this so amusing.
That is so wrong.
I know, but take the kids. No kids involved with this, okay?
I don't like this at all.
All right, let's not do it. But pretend they were adults. Pretend they were adults. They are adults. They are. All right, we'll just skip it. We'll just skip it.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Don't think. Yeah, forget the kids thing. I didn't want to go that way. All right. Definitely not that way at all. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. Dracula.
Fascinating is that I've seen that Ronald McDonald statue on a park bench with his arm out like this, looking a little welcoming, with his legs splayed open. It's a little concerning. So,
he's just.
Why is he sitting like that? Like it's an invitation for people to pose weirdly with it, or
sit on my lap.
Yeah. Like, what is that all about?
Hey,
I don't think that's what they were going. I think they just wanted him to be friendly looking, right?
That's not friendly. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy is awful.
I don't think it's creepy. All right, fine.
Okay.
All right, anyway, let's go to one last one. Dracula or the Wolfman. So some
Dracula.
Dracula, yeah.
Oh, boy,
Dracula.
that was quick.
Wolfman, you'd feel like you were flossing your teeth while you were kissing him. It'd be a disaster. Women wouldn't like that.
I'm not into bestiality.
Half animal, yeah. Bleh.
Well, but he's not always. Sometimes he's human. He just changes into the Wolfman.
I don't know. I'm just not into bestiality.
It could happen during, and that would be awful.
That newest Dracula movie, though, Luke Evans, oof, hot.
What newest movie?
It came out like 2 years ago. It's not really that new, but like, it's the newest. It's the newest Dracula movie. It's Dracula Untold, and Luke Evans was fucking hot. I watched that 3 times in movie theaters, and I drooled each time.
Yeah, and they have that
3
whole
times?
vampire. They have that whole vampire trance thing. So I think anybody who'd be out there on the radar that they'd set their mind to, they're done.
Yeah, that's true. They have the hypnotism type ability. Yeah, I'm going Dracula too. Absolutely, I agree with you guys.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they've obviously vampires. The whole sex romance thing of vampires has become a big thing. Long way from Nosferatu, though. That guy was disgusting.
Yes.
Alexander Martin says on Twitter, Black Nick Fury gets way more action. Mcclane is terrible with women. You're actually right. He's not very. I forgot. He's not very good with women. He can't even keep his marriage together. Okay. Let's see. All right, that's pretty much it from Twitter. Okay, good. That wraps us up for Geeky Pimp. All right, that's pretty much wraps us up for the whole show here, folks. Before we get on out of here, let's once again, Carolyn, you want to give some links where people can check, find out what you're up to and all that good stuff?
Sure. Find me on Twitter at Carolyn B. Kennedy. Find me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Carolyn Bridget Kennedy. Find me on Instagram, also at Carolyn B. Kennedy. Basically, search the internet. You'll probably find hours of endless entertainment of me being ridiculous by myself on the internet in the early days, and now my emerging sense of humor with scripted comedy and other actors taking place. So it's going to be an adventurous journey and lots of exciting things to come. So stick with me, and I'll be happy to share it all with you.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you very much, and thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It was a blast.
Awesome. All right, Kate, by the way, says she actually would choose the Wolfman since she's also a werewolf. I didn't know that, Kate. You know what? That's all right. We've talked about Kate and I having a date. I'm still going to go on the date. I'll take the risk, Kate. It's all good. So, Jordan, where can people follow you?
You can find me on my Snapchat, which is Jordan X Noel. You can also find me on Instagram, which is Jordan X Noel. You can follow me on Twitter, which is Jordan XX Noel, and you can also find me at Facebook.com/Jordan Noel fan page.
All right. You can follow us at Super Geeked Up. Please give us a subscription on YouTube if you haven't already. That's youtube.com/Super Geeked Up. We really appreciate it, all that support. And supergeekedup.com, of course, is pretty much where you can find everything we are up to. It's also where you can find the other show I'm part of called Dungeons & Dragons Monday Night Mayhem, where every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we play some D&D, and you can find all that good stuff on our Super Geeked Up site as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so again, folks, next week is episode 200, so that's going to be a big show. Some cool zany guests, some zany you guys will be on as well. And we're going to bring back, we're going to do a whole bunch of segments, some of our favorite segments, and geek tweets, questions, all that good stuff. So jam-packed show next week. So stick around for that. And then soon after that, we'll be at Fan Expo. So there you go. We're going to be in Canada, Fan Expo Canada.
Awesome.
Yeah, actually September 1st through the 4th. Yep. Jordan and I are going to be hosting 2 Super Geeked Up live shows there. And actually, the schedule just went up a couple days ago, the official schedule. So we're doing one on Friday at 5 p.m. and Saturday at 3:45 p.m. So you can come to those. You can play the Geeky Games with us live, win some cool prizes. We're going to have a booth there all 4 days, Thursday through Sunday, so you can stop by, say hi, take some pictures, get some maybe cool stuff, maybe buy some comics, all that good stuff. All right, so cool. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Carolyn, again. Thank you, particularly everybody who was watching live. Thank you guys who tweeted in. Really appreciate it. You guys rock. And you also rock if you're watching later on in post as well or listening to the podcast. All right, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific for episode 200. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.